Podcast, featuring the Bethoney Builders crew, Chris Bethoney, Steve Burton, Christian Fauria, and Sophia Bethoney. Got questions? Text us at 781-837-4900. Now, here's your host, Sophia Bethoney.
Hello, and welcome to the Bethoney Builders Podcast. I'm your host, Sophia Bethoney. As always, I would like to introduce our Bethoney Builders Podcast crew. We have my dad and our principal builder, Chris Bethoney.
Hey, everyone.
What's up, Chris?
What's up? What's up? Here we go. That's what we do.
That's what we do. We have WBZ Sports Director, Steve Burton.
There we go. There we go, Steve-O.
There you go.
We also have former tight end of the New England Patriots, two-time Super Bowl champion, and the professor, Christian Fauria.
That's me. The professor is in the classroom.
Professor's in the house.
We also have special guests joining us tonight, WNBA's San Francisco Valkyries, Veronica Burton.
Oh, there we go. Veronica. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Wow. What an honor. We finally got an athlete on this show.
Oh, here we go.
Finally.
Here we go.
But I put myself in there as well.
Well, yeah, you two-time Super Bowl winner. You got rings.
Yeah, that was a lifetime ago. Like, Veronica's actually living it and breathing it at a high, super high, unimaginable level. What a great accomplishment. Veronica.
Unbelievable. Veronica, can you tell us a little bit about what took place over? I mean, we know you're in an incredible tournament and you got to go. Well, I'll let you speak on it.
Yeah. Firstly, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. I just got back from Mexico. I was playing in a 3-on-3 tournament in the AmeriCup. So a team of four of us were representing the U.S. and won gold over there. So definitely something, that we don't take lightly. And it was just a really dope experience.
Wow.
That's incredible. Veronica, can you tell us, what is your morning routine? Do you get up and begin practicing, or does it start later in the day for you?
Yeah, I'm definitely a morning person. From a very young age, I was forced to be a morning person, and then I didn't have much of a choice back then, but now I've actually appreciated it. So usually I have a workout around like 7 a.m. Just get a basketball workout in and then get a lift in right afterward, and sets the tone for the day a little bit.
That's pretty early, but that's awesome.
Veronica, how many days a week do you tend to do that? What are you most comfortable with?
Yeah, I think it definitely depends on, right now I'm somewhat in our off season, so I can go a little bit harder. I would say 4 to 5 days a week. Usually the weekend I try and relax a little bit and enjoy it. It looks different in season when we have games and stuff, but as of right now, I would say 4 to 5 days.
Veronica, is it naive of me to assume that you have no hobbies or you don't have time for hobbies? And if I'm wrong, what do you do? What do you like to do if you're not playing hoops?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's naive. I honestly, some people have more intense hobbies or like are super passionate about their hobbies. I wouldn't say I have anything major. I do love playing pickleball. I like to read. And so I've been dabbling in a little bit of that. Again, I have to kind of pick and choose when I get active in my pickleball, but I would say those two are kind of my biggest things that I do outside of basketball.
Okay.
Right. I'm smiling because, Veronica, I see your dad, and we know how your dad loves pickleball. And then next to me, we got Sophia, who loves to read. So at any point in time, I think the podcast, we got you in good shape. There's always somebody.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. In good company.
Christian's daughter is the captain of University of New Hampshire on the basketball team.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Yeah. And she's a great player. We put her on TV when they played Boston College. But what advice would you give to those girls out there listening today on trying to go to a higher level or just playing basketball in general?
Yeah, I would say it's a process. It's a journey. I think basketball, anything that you do, it has its ups and downs. But I think staying the course is the biggest thing, and not letting the highs be too high or the lows be too low. If it's something you're passionate about, just not really letting anyone else put a limit on that. Even if you face rejection, even if you face whatever, like if you have a goal, continue to work towards it. And I think good things will come from that.
Veronica, if I could jump in, I'm smiling because, you're so humble and in your approach, so methodical, and like, last weekend I was down in Mexico. We put the ball to the floor and we got the gold, and we haven't even touched the fact. Congratulations on the most improved player in the WNBA this past season. Incredible.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Wow. I'm going to make the noise for you if you don't. How's that?
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's definitely an honor. Anytime you can kind of get recognized, especially an award that does recognize kind of growth and improvement, is big for me. And so I appreciate you saying that.
For sure. And the Valkyrie season wasn't a surprise to, I say this humbly. I mean, we were watching you and I'm like, that's going to be an incredible team. And what a season. Can you tell us a little bit about what you were able to accomplish as a team? And in fact, you were able to take it obviously to the playoffs, and so much so that the owner had rented out the facility. So you had to play off home court, I guess.
Yeah, it was awesome. Honestly, the entire experience. The Golden State Valkyries were a new franchise this year, so an expansion franchise is what they call it. So it was all of our first years being a part of it. And honestly, anytime you get to be the first of a franchise, it's something that I don't think any of us took lightly. So we were just grateful to be there. We were excited to set the tone of the culture and build that. And we ended up being the first expansion franchise in WNBA history to make the playoffs, which was definitely a big step for all of us, and something that I think initially a lot of people definitely did not see happening. So kind of one game at a time, we just continued to set goals, and we had so much fun doing it. So it's a season that I'll never forget. I don't think anyone that came to a game will forget it. We had the best fans in the league, so it was incredible.
Yeah, I heard I was talking with your dad, but just between social media and staying up on the team, I hear the fan base, the support that you have in San Francisco it's incredible. They love their Valkyries.
Yeah, it's crazy. Every home game was sold out at Chase Center, and it wasn't just people in seats. Like, they were standing, they were loud. Every single game, they were engaged. So they definitely got us through the season. That's for sure. No matter where we were, no matter even in that playoff game, they were really just our backbone, and it was so much fun.
V, can you talk about your faith in God and your struggle, your tough times when you were down in the valley, when you didn't have a team, right? Tell people about that. I know you got to go pretty soon, but I want people to realize that, she's riding high now, but it wasn't always that way.
Yeah. And even when you're riding high, I think there's always still, I think success can look really good on the outside, and but it's fleeting. I really do think success in any career can be fleeting. And a year and a half ago, or 2 years almost, I was playing for Dallas, the team that had drafted me. And after 2 years playing for them, I had gotten cut on the last day of training camp. And I think nothing humbles you like rejection in that way. And so I had 2 days to really pack up my things and get sent home. And one day, you're on a complete schedule. You have practice at this time. You have everything you could ask for, and then the next, you're just home, kind of watching the games pass you by. And so it was a big gut check. It was an identity check, and I do think I pride myself in my faith, and I ground myself in my faith, and that's where my identity is rooted. And I think that was where it really had to be put into practice, and who I say I am, and who I play for. And I think just knowing that my performance, whether I'm on a roster, whether I'm not, it doesn't really dictate who I am. And by the grace of God, I was offered another opportunity by the Connecticut Sun probably 3 weeks later. So I went from, again, just training at home, hoping to maybe hear a phone call, and then the very next day, I'm in the Connecticut Sun Arena, practicing for a team that I had no idea that I would be on. But it's crazy. I think that's the roller coaster of it, and it's really nice at times, and it's really difficult at times. But I think that's what makes it so rewarding in the end too.
I got a question for you, and maybe you already answered it, but talking about humbling, about getting rejected or getting fired. How do you handle like the anger that kind of comes with that? I think people, maybe don't recognize that there can easily be some anger at the situation, anger at the person who doesn't see it. Like, how do you manage those emotions?
Yeah, it's a great question. I definitely haven't answered that. Again, I do think that's where my faith comes in. I do also think there's some self-accountability in there and maybe some self-awareness. I think, yes, do I believe that? Of course, I believe in myself and I believe that my abilities are what they are and that I belonged in the WNBA and I should have been on a roster. But at the end of the day, I also had to play like it, and I didn't think that I was always playing like it. And so Dallas made a business decision that they felt was best, and I think I just had to respect that. And there's some parts of it where you use it as motivation, like, okay, I'm gonna prove that maybe this was a mistake, but there's also an acceptance of it, like, okay, there's reasons why I got cut. It didn't just happen just because, oh, it happened. Like, what could I get better in, and what do I need to improve on so that this doesn't happen again. And so I think there was a balance of that and a piece that I had to find about the situation, because the more you harp on that, like, it wasn't going to change anything for me. And so all I could do is whatever opportunity presented itself moving forward, just making the most of it there, and let whatever happened, kind of let that go.
So she gets cut, guys, and then she has a season by the grace of God that she has, and then she gets a phone call. And where are you going? Tell people where you're going on Thursday and what you're trying to, what's your next step?
Yeah. So on Thursday, I'm going to the national team, like 5-on-5 training camp. And so there's a group of 20 of us, I want to say, just kind of training for the national team, which is something that definitely from a young age, something that I kind of dreamed about. I didn't necessarily know if that would kind of come into fruition. And there's still a long road ahead, but ultimately just to be a part of that camp in and of itself is a blessing. So I'm excited for it.
And where is
So
that?
excited for you.
Thank you. It's at Duke University. Kara Lawson will be the Olympic head coach, so going to their training facility.
As we're sitting here talking to Veronica, you explain it so balanced and so bad. I'm just beyond excited. I'm sorry. I just like as you're telling me this, I can't hold the excitement, and I'm so excited for you. I am a fan of Veronica Burton, both personally and on the court. So I can't wait till Thursday. Just please keep us posted. It's incredible to see you. I'm beyond honored and so grateful that you're here. We got this Bethoney Builders podcast with your dad and Christian. We've always referred to it as the pros and the Joes. Me and Sophia are just a couple builders and just doing our thing. But I can't even begin to thank you so very much for coming on tonight. It's so amazing to see you. And I remember you dribbling between the folding chairs down in Hopkinton, Mass. Right, Steve?
That's right.
I remember those early morning workouts.
Many years ago.
I attended a few.
Of course. But thank you for having me on.
Awesome.
I
Thank
really
you so much
appreciate
for
it.
coming.
Thank you, Veronica.
Of course. Thank you,
Great to see you.
guys.
Merry Christmas.
Good luck,
Happy
Veronica.
holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Thank
New
you.
Year.
There we go.
Bye, Dad.
Burton?
All right, bye. Love you.
Veronica Burton,
Love you.
everyone.
Veronica Burton. Shout out.
Oh,
There we go. Thank you, Veronica. Oh,
it's
we
just
go.
Steve.
Awesome.
Boo.
There we go. Hey guys, I got a funny, not a funny story, but something to check in, and it shows that what we do as a crew, team, and a family, it impacts people. I've been getting a few calls and texts, and had a actual phone call yesterday. Sean, the super agent Stellato, he's been been chirping. He loves the Bethoney Builders podcast. Asked if he possibly could come on and be a regular. I said, well, we'll have to talk to the Bethoney Builders podcast crew. I know you could be a special guest, but we're such a tight bond. The car's got 4 seats. I leave it that way. And of course, Taylor and everything else. So I can't speak to that. It's too big of a decision. Too big of a decision for me, guys.
I would have for me, it would have to be, we would have to be able to always see his hands. He does a lot of this and a lot of this, and he's always doing this. And he's always got something going on with his hands,
Yeah. He says he knows some of the best places. He says, listen, I'll have you all. I'll share my Taylor. I'll share all my, Italian, the best restaurants throughout Massachusetts. I said, Sean, I appreciate that. I feel like I potentially am the agent at this point. I'll bring it forward.
I love that.
There we go.
I love that. And
how you guys doing? It's great to see
a little extra spice. We're doing great. Tell us about the building that was taking place this past week, Chris.
Well, Sophia, I'll jump on. We'll let
What's been
Sophia
going
talk
on?
about the ADUs, but I'll just give you a quick little update. Paul Melvin, the Melvin Deck Project, the first one for the Weymouth Public Schools. Got a text from him tonight. Absolutely thrilled beyond. I think Alina is, in fact, maybe sharing.
Hunter
she
Henry.
went. Oh, okay. We're going to bounce off that. Well, the Melvin family is very happy, so that was a complete success on that project. But Sophia, your ADU projects, what are you doing this week? You got a real big thing to do on Thursday. What's going on?
Big meeting with the governor, and we're going to be talking about the ADU project.
No,
Which I'm
Governor
so
Healy.
excited for. Governor Keeley.
Shout out Governor Healy. And yeah, tell us a little bit more about it. What's going on?
We're going to talk about the project itself. I don't know much about the meeting yet, but we'll keep you updated.
We are meeting at the governor's office, so that's pretty cool. And I will tell you that she's pretty excited to hear about the project itself and the person that you picked, the homeless veteran that you picked that's going to be able to live in the ADU that you guys are going to be building. So
Incredible.
Governor Moore Healy is really huge on ADUs being built here in New England and all around Massachusetts. So she's really excited to meet you, and I know we're all really excited to meet her as well in her office.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what did you think of Alan Queton? Alan Queton is our Army specialist, and we had him obviously at our live podcast at Gillette. Was it last week at the Giants game? What do you guys think? Absolute gentleman.
Incredible.
Really honored.
You picked a good person. You
Really,
picked
yeah.
the right person. Yeah, it seems like he absolutely needs it. He is 100% grateful that you guys selected him, and you won't regret it. I think that's the type of guy that's like definitely respects, how hard you guys work, and really how fortunate he is for you guys to come into his life and identify him as the recipient of that. That's a good pick by you guys.
I agree. And he's also a guy, Christian, I agree with you. I think he's a guy that once he gets settled in, he's going to want to pay it forward, and have a trickle-down effect to help somebody else. And that's what the Bethany Builders is all about, right? Not only are we building homes, building decks, building all types of things, but we're building up people. And that's what I love to see.
Of course. No, of course, Steve. To take that a step further, Alan actually reached out to me this morning, and that was exactly what he said. Is there anything that I can do to help, to pay forward? I have some certain skill sets if I can share them. So, I'm proud to tell you what we've done is at this point on a volunteer basis, he's going to help us with some of our social media and marketing for our construction company at Bethany
Awesome.
Builders. And he's going to, while he's doing his healthcare and taking care of himself, I told him we'd be honored if he'd be willing to help us in that capacity. He's on board. He's watching the podcast tonight. I'm sure he's listening, and we're honored to be involved in his life at this point.
Okay, awesome. So I got some pictures from you the other day of the deck that you finished. Mm-hmm. Looked like you cased it all off. You're waiting for some landscaping. Mm-hmm. So that one is finished, and then is Steve's deck next?
100%.
Oh, Steve, how excited are you, Steve?
Steve, are you excited?
I'm so excited. I really am. And the material that we're getting from Trex Decking, we're really pumped up about this.
Sure.
Bethany Builders is able to come in and get it done just like that. It's going to be pretty exciting to watch it transform. Sophia, you've already been out there. You've seen it. And we're going to be filming from start to finish how it gets done, Christian. But once it's all said and done, we're going to have you out, buddy.
I'm ready.
For sure. Phase one, Sophia's given us it's already printed on our worksheet. Phase one is going to be the upper tier deck, just deck surfacing. That's going to be a 1-day project. We're going to be in and out, Christian, and that'll all be videoed. And both Christian, Steve, Sophia, and our whole team and families be aware of it. So everybody's welcome to attend. Everybody's welcome to participate. And it'll be warm because that's a little bit indoors. And then we'll take it to phase two. But guys, I've been put on notice. We have a caller.
We have a caller.
Oh, we have a caller.
Is it Jerry?
It's not Jerry.
Who knows?
I don't think it's well. Wait, Big G always slips.
Big G's
Larry,
always
can you send somebody?
Send us the caller.
Let me try here. Opening up the door, throwing the caller towards you. Okay.
Shout out Larry.
Thank you, Larry. Hello.
Me?
Big G guys, how are you?
Big G.
Big G. Big G's a regular.
Listen,
Big G's a P1.
I'm a regular. I'm always sitting here, always watching, always in the background, right? Just taking it all in and loving what I'm hearing, obviously. And I can't say how impressed, how I couldn't have been more impressed, I should say, Steve, with Veronica. Such a well-grounded person, obviously a lot of faith in her life, has had great parents and great people around her to make it all happen. So I think that's perfect. And
Thank you, man.
Christian, you asked an awesome question, right? And I'm just going to put it out there. Like you said, what's the perspective like when you look back?
Yeah.
And I thought that was a great answer. But I think, we're all kind of looking at that. And I know personally, as I look at different things, and I'm sure you guys do, that, that honest look back and that perspective, it really helps you grow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're always taught that, like, no matter what, a decision that was made, you were part of that decision somehow, right? So I think it's great. I think it's true in sports. It's true in building. It's true in everything we do. I love what I saw and certainly heard, and it's all good stuff. All good stuff. I love it. And Steve, I'm excited to bring the drone down to the Burton residence.
Oh, we're excited to have it. That's going to be real exciting overall. Getting back to, I didn't want to throw this out there to the people who are listening. I remember when the day Veronica got cut, she was in tears. I mean, total tears. And we went, and we didn't have a place. She didn't have a team. And we come back to Newton, and she was at the Y. She went to the Newton Y, and she goes, Dad, I don't have a team right now, but I have to keep shooting. I have to keep practicing because I'm hoping I'm going to get a phone call from somebody. And Veronica, I said, let's pray about it. Let's keep shooting. Let's keep shooting. And we continue to do that. And all of a sudden the phone rang. And so she goes from not having a team to the most improved player in the WNBA. And now,
amazing.
So I'm not saying that to brag about my daughter. I'm just trying to give people a perspective of what you never give up on yourself is what I'm trying to get across to people.
Keep going.
No matter how down you may get,
Right.
You want to surround yourself with people who believe in you and will try and build you up and get you going. So she went from the valley to the mountaintop, but she kept things in perspective. And I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
I think that is
that's awesome.
That is so I'm so intrigued by like those types of behaviors and situations and how people handle it. And and her answer was great, and I guess the other thing would just be, I guess like if you have like a strong self-worth,
Yes.
like, we all have like, I got girls, you got girls. Obviously Sophia is an example of a young adult who has a strong self-worth. I think she's, and this, it's like, you just have to, and that takes, good parents, good mom and a good dad. And because, Veronica is a great example of how sideways everything can get. Like she was a first round draft pick.
She was seventh pick in the draft.
The team that drafted her said, no, thank you 2 years later.
Correct.
And she could have just easily said, you know what, screw it. And kudos to her for not giving up.
Absolutely.
Right?
Well said, Christian. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. And the other thing too is Big D.
You can say the same thing about Sophia, right? I mean, if you look at Sophia and all of her actions and all the things that she does and how focused she stays and how she always rises above everything and really is always putting her best foot forward and just looking to improve things, right? And she's had some setbacks, I'm sure, but look at her today, right? And it's just about the drive and the energy and the focus to keep moving forward, which I think is awesome for Sophia as well. So love to hear it.
Yeah.
Well,
Jerry, I've had my setbacks as well, but you have to keep growing. You can't stop the moment that you face rejection. You say, okay, I'm going to go find a different path. I'm going to keep working. I'm going to not listen to what others think. I'm just going to keep pushing until the right person notices and then go from there.
God's plan.
You've done it. You've done it. You prove it every day, Sophia. It's awesome.
And so as you know, Jerry, this is it's an exciting week for Sophia here. She's got an early decision, but in the same sense, we were talking to Sophia, never to speak for her, but she's made it crystal clear. I won't speak for you, Sophia. How grateful and how humbled are you? Everybody in front of you.
Extremely.
I mean, can you speak upon that? How you feel about everybody's efforts and how everybody's surrounded you with love and support and to trying to help you accomplish to go to the next phase of life of what you're trying to do? How do you feel about everybody?
I'm so extremely grateful. Words cannot describe the amount of gratitude that I have for everyone who's helped me on this journey. It's just been unbelievable. I'm so grateful. I love you all. Couldn't do without you.
Well,
And I'm honestly.
it's important, Sophia, and I tell all my kids this, and I know Christian does as well, that you want to help people along the way, right?
Yeah.
It's not just about you. It's not just about Veronica. It's about helping others. I remember the day she got cut. I said, Veronica, you know, God may use this as an example, right? For other people when they see you, when you bounce back. You know, you may be cut for a reason, but it may be the reason may be even bigger than you. And what are you going to do with this, and how are you going to bounce back? And to watch you grow, Sophia, right in front of us is it's pretty special all the way around. To watch the Bethany Builders podcast team grow.
Yeah, the podcast has been growing.
The podcast has been growing, guys. As I'm sitting here in front of, and I say this, listen, got Big G on the phone, my wife, we got Larry, we have everybody that's helped us get to this point. We have Steve, Christian, Sophia. Guys, I'm in amazement tonight in itself. I mean, we're talking about these subjects, and to be able to share them with all of you, I don't know. It's just, I don't have words tonight. It's pretty amazing to be in front of you. I'm honored. I'm humbled. I love you all. I'm grateful for your friendship and your support and guidance. Here we are. We're 12, 13 weeks in. We were trying to do a simple podcast, have a little fun with it. Didn't think I'd see. I made a comment week 4, and here we are months later. You guys are amazing. I hope you're having a ton of fun. I know we are, and we're just going to keep rolling on. We're getting bigger and better. It's with everybody's support, everybody listening and watching. Well, we're so grateful to you. And Big G, we actually have a second caller, but Big G, please stay with us on the air. Listen to what we're doing.
Beat it.
Big G, hashtag Big G, we love Big G.
Don't leave us, Big G.
All right.
Big G, stay.
Larry, can we bring our next caller in? We'd be so grateful.
And they're ready.
Hey guys, how you doing? Brian.
Hey, Brian.
I live in Rockland now. Steve Burton, you have been awesome as a replacement back in the day for Bob Lobel. You've done an unbelievable job. I grew up with Chris, and the ironic thing is, Sophia, I've never met you, but I am so proud of you because I've been friends with your father since we were probably 10, 11 years old.
Wow.
I was a hockey player.
Wow.
And guys, Steve Burton, you're a very good friend to his. He has been nothing but he always talks about you. And Kristen, hello, how are you? Congratulations.
Thank you, Brian.
On your career.
Thank you, buddy.
But anyway,
Hey, Brian.
but I had a landscape company in Weymouth, and it was such a grind. At the same time, Chris was grinding it out, and my business was seasonal. And what do you know? Look at him now, established at a radio show. He sends a crew over because I bought a modular home, and it was just so. He didn't tell me to call. Whoever's listening to this, you know, and Steve Burton's gonna laugh. I was.
We went over to Brian's
dial,
house this
Steve.
week, guys. We went over to Brian's house with services this week.
Yeah.
Mm.
Steve, I thought I'd catch Ted Sarandis on the dial tonight, but.
Sarandis.
But I'm
Oh
glad
my
I
goodness.
found you guys. You know?
That's going back. That's going back in time, my friend.
I know exactly. But Sophia, I'm so proud of you. Your father is one of my best friends since we were, like I said, Hunt School in Weymouth, 10, 11 years old. And you know what? Just keep focused. And mentioning an athlete getting cut, Steve, Stephanie O'Sullivan was cut from the Olympic team, and now she's on the Boston Police Department. She runs the skills competition. She's amazing. She should not have been cut.
I agree. She's amazing.
Brian, let them know what we did together. You were a huge part of it, a huge help this week. Bethany Builders, we were able to get some services done at your home this week. Were you happy?
Yes, I was fortunate. My dad was World War II. God rest his soul. My mother's gone, and we sold the house in Weymouth. And I was going to move to California, but I stayed on the South Shore. And I bought a modular home, but nice, but the flooring, whoever's listening, the flooring, I was not very happy. And again, a month ago, I'm going down the dial, and I'm like, wow, Chris has got an ad on WATD, and he's got a show. And then I won't hog the line, but Steve, you are a huge addition, because 2 weeks ago, because of your experience, you know how to channel the subject moving on. So you're a great addition, man. But anyways,
well, thank you.
They did an awesome job. They did some flooring, and I think they'd probably raise the price if I was to sell it another $75,000.
Wow.
They did an incredible job.
Thank you, Brian.
Thanks for sharing that, Brian.
Brian, Brian's being real humble himself.
Yeah.
He's quite a hockey star as a kid himself, played a ton of hockey. I've known Brian since we were little kids. Much love to Brian Haley and the Haley family. His dad was of course, God rest his soul, World War II veteran.
Normandy invasion.
Normandy, part of the Normandy invasion. Mm-hmm. And Brian's,
the only thing, you guys are such good friends, but you might be a little jealous. I saw Chris play soccer, and he was he was nasty. Chris, you were nasty, man.
Thank you,
That's
buddy.
why you made a You were a very, very good soccer player.
I got to Team USA. I got there.
Exactly.
1986. Yeah.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, 1986 to travel the world. I was all set to go. Then Lockerbie happened in the spring of '86. So my parents dialed me back because they blacked out all the itinerary and switched it up. But I was set to travel the entire world. And that's why I go back to the town of Weymouth, my roots, and the Deck Challenge, and giving back, because we didn't have a lot of monies or resources, but that opportunity was there. The town of Weymouth and all the people that many people still live there got out and supported me. So I have a duty to get back.
We were younger, Steve Burton knows the name. When we were younger, Weymouth had 2 high schools, and Timmy Sweeney was a great hockey player. But Stevie also played soccer, and I asked him, I said, "You're going to be a professional hockey player. Why are you playing soccer?" And he told me because of his feet. And sure enough, when he was in the NHL, he was able to, crowd in the corner. And that was from the soccer experience.
Interesting.
And,
interesting. Yeah, he was talented. He's a great guy to cover. He's just, you're talking about special people, and we're psyched, Brian, to have Christian Fauria with us because he brings the professional level to this podcast,
Absolutely.
And we're getting ready to get into the Patriots because they're coming off their bye week. Christian knows what it's like to come off the bye week. Christian also knows what it's like to have a hat and t-shirt game. And that's what this game is coming up.
I have a question for Christian. Are you ever in a bad mood? You're always a happy man, Christian. I've never ever seen, I don't think you're ever in a bad mood.
Yeah, yes, that answer is yes. I would say a surly mood. Yeah, like sometimes you just wake up and you're just, but it's fleeting. It's fleeting. Being in a good mood
you're
is
a
a choice.
natural. I don't know if you're married or not, but give me some of the extras.
You're right.
I will tell you this. I just made dinner for the family, made some smash burgers, and then I made
there you go.
I made like these cookies. Man, I've been eating these cookies like they're not making any more food, and they're so good.
Christian's got a little extra smile today. I think these cookies, he's made
you know what
them.
else?
Yeah.
The semester's almost over, so like finals like next week, and then that's it. I'll see you in February.
Incredible. Oh my! Oh, hey! It's
no! Who just joined the crew?
Who entered the chat?
Here we go.
What's
Sophia,
up, crew?
Sophia, look at the future you have, Sophia. Look at you're what, 15, and you're already on the radio.
15?
You're getting all these
17.
qualifications going at a young age.
Get rid of this guy.
Yeah. What do you say to Brian?
If you ever want to run for office, I will help you.
Oh, thank you, Brian.
Well, ironically, Brian's representing office.
Yeah.
Brian's brother Paul was a former, obviously, let's say, was a Navy pilot, but as well as I believe, isn't he commander in the Navy, Brian, or something similar?
Yeah, he was the state representative
from Weymouth.
from Weymouth from 1990, 2002 when he resigned, and he was an F-14 pilot for active duty 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went into the legislature, and he got out at the right time when Casey and all those guys, But Yeah, like you said, we come from a hockey fan, but you, Sophia, so proud of you. Your dad is, I call him the general. Chris Bethoney, man. People used to joke and say he's like Eddie Haskell, isn't he? I said, he would
there we go.
Brian, you're dating yourself. You're dating yourself. Eddie Haskell.
Thank you, Brian.
Christian,
Have a
know
good
who Eddie
night.
Haskell is. You gotta go back to Leave It to Beaver days.
There we go.
Have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, guys.
Brian, thank you for calling, buddy. Always. Thanks, Brian.
Yeah.
All right, look who showed up.
There we
Oh,
go.
look at this.
Hey, it's always great
all
to
the
see
Burton
Kayla.
girls.
First of all,
Always great.
why the digs? Why the digs?
Well, there's no
What
digs.
digs? We're happy to see you.
Well, look who showed up. And now
Not at all. You kidding me? Taylor, it's amazing to see you.
Christian.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
what's
Taylor,
up,
how are
guys?
you?
To the next podcast.
Can we mute Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry got to tell you that we're a little time out.
Oh,
on
hear
it.
what
We're
Jerry had
tripping
to
over
say.
it.
What did
We
Jerry
love Big
say?
G.
We want to talk to Kayla. We don't
Yeah,
want to talk to
Kayla.
Big G.
Yeah, Big G got us
No,
forum.
Jerry, I do not approve
I want
of
to
this
talk
message.
to Kayla too, but I just want
Yeah.
on the record, Christian,
Yeah.
that you are bringing cookies on Sunday.
No.
But I want to
Oh,
talk
we're
to
good.
Kayla
We're
more than I
good,
want to
Jerry.
talk
We're
to you.
good. We got to get on to Kayla because we got. I can't wait for this
I want
Celtics
cookies.
fan, Jerry. So, Kayla, how are we? How are you?
I'm good. I'm chill. I'm doing great. I'm
There we
I'm
go.
excited to see you guys. What's up?
Nothing.
Hey, Kayla, what is your life like now that the Celtics are playing? Like, how hectic and how busy are you? I see the sigh on your face and the exhaustion.
No, it's a good exhaustion.
Okay.
This season, y'all could have gone. We got a long way to go, right? We're past the quarter way through. It's a relief. It's like a sigh because it is a long season, 82 regular season games, like we know. But they're third in the East right now. What? And I'm not like trying to discredit them. The guy who I'm so bullish on and like loving right now is Jordan Walsh. This guy he's like emerging into Jalen kind of through, not even a dig, I think it was a joke, but sort of serious. Jordan was listed as DNPs, like, not playing for the majority of last year. And he's in his third season. And now he's going into a starting role. And I don't know if you guys heard the backstory of this. Jaylen Brown was on the plane sitting next to Jordan Walsh. And those two were this was like before the season really got going here. And Jalen and Jordan had a conversation about starting. Josh Minot was the starter. And so then Jalen was like, you know what? I'm going to kind of vouch for you and see if you're about what you say you are. So he goes to Joe. Obviously, Joe makes the ultimate decision. But Joe Mazzulla says, all right, I'm going to give you, let's go for it. Let's put Jordan Walsh in the role. And this team's 10-2 and he's starting. And he's playing ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. So, and it's funny too, because I've been on certain trips with this team. And like, if you talk to Jordan, I'm like, Jordan, like, how have you been able to mentally like just elevate your game from here, point A to point B? And he's so youthfully innocent. Like this guy is like, I don't know, like I'm just playing hard. Like he's so simple. And it's like, really? He's like, yeah, I just don't want to get yelled at by Joe. Like it's so innocent.
Yeah.
But it's fun to watch. I think like Jaylen Brown is playing out of his mind. I don't know what you guys are making of Jalen. I mean, we knew he would take that next leap. I didn't know it was going to be this consistent. I did not know he's going to be putting up these numbers on a night-to-night basis. So it's cool to see. Honestly, I kind of didn't expect this. They're beating teams like Detroit, Toronto, the Knicks, the Cavs. Like I did not have that on paper. So if I'm sighing, Christian, it's like okay, if they were losing, I'd be like, yo, help.
Well, yeah,
SOS.
because the worlds are merging. It's like the Patriots, you're still working, like, still covering the Patriots, still now you're like hardcore, in studio with the Celtics. Like, do you ever call a Celtics player a Patriots player and a Patriots player a Celtics player?
I definitely have. I'm forgetting. I definitely have switched a little bit more. Like I just got off the show Arbella Early Edition. So it was predominantly like we had Bert Breer on and we're talking Pats. But on a night-to-night basis, I'm mainly doing Celtics. I have for sure. I forget. I think I said Jordan Walsh and I said, I don't know.
Touchdown instead of a dunk.
Honestly, I said like a travel instead of a
like a penalty or something. Like, he traveled and it's a false start. I'm like starting to mess things up now. It's definitely seeped in, but at least both teams are like, is there something brewing in New England here?
Yeah, there is, and you're right. Both teams are winning, and we got a team that has a chance to win the AFC. To win the AFC's title this weekend by beating the Buffalo Bills. And Sophia.
Yeah,
Sophia. I like the way he says your name. Sophia.
Sophia.
It's like she's in trouble.
It's like, right. He's got like Sophia.
One more time.
You think the Patriots can win this weekend?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I love that.
They're gonna get it done.
If we push back this weekend, if we work hard and get the win this weekend, at that point, what's everybody's opinion on running the table and finishing up undefeated at that point? We got 10 wins here. What is it, guys? Where are we? We have
4 games left.
We're 11-2.
4 games left.
11-2, yeah.
11-2. 11 wins.
Are we still
Bills, Ravens,
Yeah.
Jets, Miami.
Yeah.
And Kayla, we all took predictions. I think I was 4-0. I think
4-0.
Sophia, what were you? 3-1?
I said 3-1, but now I'm starting to think of 4.
I'm going 4-0.
No.
What are your thoughts?
I think I'm 3-1. You know, Christian, okay, so wait. Christian, who are you 2-2 on? Who do you have the loss?
Here's what I'll say. I'll like, it seems like so it's like obvious, like, oh, they'll win all 4. No. I just feel like this is a real lazy broadcasting analysis.
We got to put cookies on it.
They're due for a couple hiccups. I just feel like the Dolphins are playing really good. The Bills are not going away. The Ravens are so up and down. You never really know what you're going to get. They flex that to a night game. The reality is, if I told you that they could win 13 games, all of us would accept that as like, holy crap, this is unbelievable. Now that they're 11-2, everyone's all greedy and wants them to, run the table. The reality is that it's probably not going to happen. Like, they're good, but they are not that good. Like,
you don't know. We'll see.
I do. No, that's my opinion, though.
Oh, you just
that's my
wet
opinion.
blanket.
Guys,
You're a wet blanket. That's what you are.
That's what I love about audio and video.
Wait. Can I clap back a little? Why?
Yes.
So I need to wrap my mind around this. They're good, but they're not that good. I'm like taking the bait, but I need to push back because I'm like, why? Why can't we say that they're good? Like, what is? Why aren't we allowed to say? Seriously,
hold on. Let me clarify. Let me clarify. I do think they're good, but when I say they're good, but they're not that good, they're not, 15 win good.
We don't know that yet.
I listen. I'm just going by with the law of averages, and this just the way of the world in the NFL. Like to be able to win 15 games, it's like, think about the teams that have won 15 games in the past. Like, in a season, it's so unbelievably hard to do. Like, listen, we went 14-2 almost every year when I was with the Patriots, right? When we won the Super Bowls. Like, that is like, I'm not saying that they're not good, because I think the entire league is wide open, first of all.
Yeah,
I don't think there's not one dominant team. There's not a team in the NFL that I don't think they can beat. I think they can beat any team in the NFL.
So what's the but?
So
I think they would have a tough time against the Houston Texans defense. I think
they will have a tough time against Denver's defense. Like, those types of fast, physical, anyone's going to have a hard time against Houston's defense. They're freaking ridiculous. I don't know. I'm just going to go with the law of averages and say they're not going to run the table. If I had to put money on it, I would say they finished 2-2.
Mm-hmm. I'm saying we put Christian Fauria custom cookies on it. They go 15-2.
But maybe I had too many
we
cookies.
Make the cookies.
And the viewers.
Exactly.
Chris, does see Hunter Henry on this podcast?
But for sure, we're gonna bring it. You guys ready for some holiday?
Yeah, because these guys are doing a lot of these things out in the public. They're giving back.
Of course. Here it comes, Steve. Alina, can we bring Hunter Henry forward?
Hey, Chris and Sophia from Bethoney Builders. Just want to tell you thank you so much for all that you're doing in the community and everything that you got going on. Happy holidays.
Hunter Henry.
Shout out Hunter Henry.
Let's go.
What do you say to Hunter?
Thank you, Hunter Henry.
There we go.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's been balling.
He's coming up as they get. He's as
you know how good he is.
consistent as they get.
Getting back to the Celtics for 1 second, Kayla, before we do the podcast or when I need to just really stay in the moment and refocus, I listen and watch a Joe Mazzulla post-game conference or something. I just love the way, he was talking about different things. What are you going to do about players rebounding? He said, I'm going to get 5 players. They're going to get out there, play as hard as they can and rebound. Yeah, but what about this guy or this player? He's like, not interested. I don't care about lineups. I don't care about specifics. Get me 5 guys that are going to play hard and go get the ball. It's a 50-50 ball to get.
And actually, when he said that, he was so pissed off. And that was before the media game. So he took all of his venom and vengeance out on me and the rest of us. But I will vouch. Here's what I love about Joe Mazzulla. He does not care if you are a male, a woman reporter, if you are 5 years old, 55 years old. He will always talk to you the way he is. Like, remember that 5-year-old, or not 5-year-old, he was young, like he was probably 10. He asked him a question that was so adorable, like the kid's adorable. And he's like, Coach, like, what advice would you give to the youth or something along those lines? And, how do you incorporate having fun? And he was like, well, define fun. I mean, you have to understand what the definition of fun is. And he's like, whoa. Like, dude's only 12, like easy. But he's just him. And so I actually respect that. I think that, like, he doesn't cater to a certain crowd. He's just going to be who he is. And he's like that. If you guys go on YouTube and look up the game, it went viral. But there's Jason Tatum, obviously, out on the sidelines. It was the game in Orlando. And Hugo Gonzalez, the rookie, is getting ripped. I mean, like, he comes off, Ugo's kind of smiling, and then quickly Joe's eyes are like, and Tony Dobbins, the assistant, they are just like, in his face. I don't even want to know what they said, but Jason Tatum is dying laughing because he's like, it's Joe. It's just, he's never going to change.
I love it. But when you say that, what don't you think, like, as far as the top 4 sports, right? You got the obviously the Bruins, the Celtics, Patriots, and the Red Sox. I don't know who the Bruins head coach is, but I know
Marcus Sturm.
Yeah, I mean, all I know is like the 3 Alex Cora and Joe and Mike. They all kind of seem like they're cut from the same cloth in a way.
Marco Sturm is like that too, Christian, believe it or not. They're all, you're right, I agree with you. And you know what? Here's the thing, right? You're talking about 3 of those guys played for their teams they're coaching.
True.
Marco Sturm played for the Bruins. Vrabel played for the Patriots. Alex Cora played for the Red Sox.
Yeah. And Mazzulla was one.
He's one.
He's the only one.
He's
one. Those guys know New England. They know Boston. They know what the fans are about, and they know that they got to hold everybody accountable. They got to hold.
But you know what the correlation that I find amongst these coaches is that the buy-in that they're getting from their players. Like, even Vrabel early on, when Ramondre Stevenson is fumbling the ball, when Andy Borregales is missing those field goals and those extra points, sort of say, when Joe is throwing out a rotation and Josh Minot to start, and now he puts Jordan Walsh, who really has not played more than 5 consecutive games last season, let alone in the starting lineup. You have Marco Sturm, who's, I mean, the players, Pasternak, all these guys are talking about, like, how he's just cultivating a different atmosphere in this on the ice and in that locker room. It's just, and then Cora, of course, like, I just feel like these guys, I don't know. I don't know if I mean, you see Mazzulla showing up in training camp with the Patriots and him and Vrabel talking and stuff, but there's something like about New England, and I'm not trying to sound like this boring cliche, but there's something about, like, the buy-in here, and, like, no matter what it takes, if you don't have your star in Jason Tatum or whoever, like McAvoy, whatever, like, they're still finding ways. So it's interesting.
Exactly. Right. Should we do a score prediction?
Well, we got we have so much fun on the podcast. We lift our head up and go 7:52.
I know. You talk so much. So
no, not at all. We just have so much fun, and there's so much information to get out. So, score prediction, Sophia. Steve, you want to take lead?
Go ahead.
Sure, I'll take lead. I'm going Patriots over the Buffalo Bills. I'll go 28-21.
Once again, never to jump ahead, but once again, every time Steve puts I'll tell you, 90+% of the time, I'm in sync with Steve on these scores.
Go ahead.
I go the same, 28-21 New England.
28-21.
Go ahead, Christian.
Oh, you me? I'm gonna go next. Well, I'll be the turd in the punch bowl. I'm gonna say Buffalo Bills 31, Patriots 24.
Ooh, okay. I'm
Come on, you know you want to pick them to lose.
I'm with you, Christian, on like, look, something's got to give. You don't want it to be too good to be true.
I don't want it to be true. I just I'm gonna gamble a little bit on this pick.
I ain't taking the bait. I'm going Patriots. I'm going a high scoring game because it's quarterbacks that are going to find their way into the end zone. I'm going Patriots 37, Bills 35.
Wow,
it's coming down to 6 points.
A lot of scoring.
Yeah, maybe too much.
Sophia, what's your thought?
All right, I'll join in with Steve and my dad. We'll do 28-21 Patriots.
So I love that.
I love being on an island.
And I'm putting it out there 4-0, guys. I'm putting it out there. They're going to run the table.
Chris, talk about our sponsors and who we got joining us.
There we go. I'll shut ahead. Sophia, you want to bring our sponsors forward? What do we got going on?
Thank you so much to Trex Decking, Koopman Lumber, Northeastern Savings Bank, and Bethany Builders for all of the sponsorships.
And of course, WATD 95.9 FM.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Larry doing an incredible job. Guys, you can watch our Bethany Builders project on everything that we're doing on YouTube and Facebook. Alina, thank you for sticking the computer up, guys. So you saw me kind of tripping over that on the air, but we keep it real over here. So
hey, more and more athletes want to join the podcast. More and more athletes want to give us shout outs, which is pretty cool.
Actually, I talked to Scalabrini. He wants to join. So we'll get Scal on here soon. You guys, I'll take the back seat and just let Scal do his thing.
Talking a lot. Holy cow.
Kayla, what we did is
everyone's going to have to be on a timer.
Well, what we got is we got a bus at this point. We're going to trade the car in. We're going to make it a bus, and everybody's welcome and on board. We're going to call it the Bethany Builders Podcast bus.
I love it.
We're going to tweak it out with decals. We'll have all the sports involved. We'll put Big G on the roof.
Just imagine Scal and Eddie House. I got to get Eddie here eventually too. Those two.
Now, Kayla, I don't know if you heard earlier. I spoke to Sean, the super agent. Stiletto called me on a private call yesterday. Called me several times over the weekend. He wants in. He wants on the podcast full time. I said we have to get the
Sean
podcast family together. Shout out Sean Stellato, the super agent. He wants in, and I said we got a busy week this week. Sophia's Kayla meeting with our Governor Healy on Thursday. Sophia, you excited?
Very excited.
Very excited. We got that going on.
Former basketball star too. She's great.
Incredible. Got early decision one way or another. Whatever's going to work out, it's God's plan. Sophia has early decision on Harvard University for this week. If God's will, whatever that God's plan is for Sophia.
Holy smokes, Sophia. Let's go.
Yeah. So big week this week.
Okay, Smarty.
Patriots going 4-0 for the rest of the season. Shout out.
4-0.
We've never really had those conversations of early decision being Harvard, Dad. So shout out Ginny Burton for getting us as far as we could. Harvard was never in the picture.
Whoa.
Respectfully.
Hey, just so you know, you weren't the best daughter on our podcast.
I'm going to get back to that bus. We're going to get this custom
Veronica
bus.
was on earlier, and she showed you up.
She on?
Huh?
Yeah,
was she on?
Yeah, she was on.
Yeah. Veronica
Don't let her take my spot. Listen, she's fine.
You gotta show up. You gotta show up.
Don't be comparing us. We already got the beat.
Hey, why don't we the next show? Let's just bring all the daughters on. And then the men can leave.
Christian, you as well.
Christian,
I'll take a back seat. I'll be just like this.
100%.
Can we do a daughters? Oh my God, we have to do a daughters segment and just
that's done.
Okay, the ladies are taking over.
Oh, for sure. You know what else we got going on, guys? We have we're going to have a live podcast from Gillette Stadium this weekend.
That's right.
We got plenty of seats, plenty of couches. Everybody wants in. This is a Bills game. This game is huge. The Bills, I believe,
they're gonna win.
Haven't the Bills won the division the past 5 years in a row?
Yeah,
5 years. Ever since Tom Brady left.
So here we go. So we got to get out
until this year.
We got to get out and support our Patriots big time on Sunday. We got a huge show going. Look, Christian, he's got plenty of show. This is what an episode, huh, guys?
Oh yeah.
I can't
We're
wait
live.
for ladies only, daughters only,
Oh,
That's it.
daughters only.
and the respectfully, Chris, you can chime in, but all the dads have to be muted.
No.
Done.
No,
Yep.
muted. Mute.
Your daughters have a tremendous TikTok following.
I
gotta-
know.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Oh yeah.
You
No,
gotta get 'em on.
millions. Millions. I can't wait to hear the tea.
Hey, enough of nothing. I'm smiling overall between like Kayla said, we have all of our family members, all of the daughters. We have Scal, shout out Scal, shout out Eddie House, Sean, the super agent Stiletto.
We
We
got
got
Shaq
Hunter Henry.
back on. We gotta
We're
find
just
Shaq.
growing. Yeah, Kayla, we need your help. Hashtag where's Shaq? We gotta
Where's
somehow
Shaq?
we gotta
get
we
Shaq.
need
Look
you.
at Shaq.
We need the help to try to find Shaq just to tell him how much we love him and support him. That's
All
all.
right. I'll see what I
Yeah.
can do with Shaq
That'd
for
be
sure.
amazing. By the time Shaq gets here, we'll have couches full. We'll have 10 people
I
on the
know.
couches. That's it. We'll have to do a 2-hour edition.
I think we got like a minute left or 30 seconds left to say goodbye. So
Yeah.
Thank
Wanna
you
say
so
goodbye?
much for watching the Bethany Builders
The South
Podcast.
Shore's
Have a
first
good
choice
night.
for live
There we
team
go. Shout
coverage
out,
of
guys.
breaking news,
Bye,
emergency
guys.
traffic,
Everybody.
and severe weather. 95.9
You guys are great.
WATD FM Marshfield
Good night,
and
everybody.
95.